The Yankees got swept. ALCS, Houston Astros sweep the New York Yankees. It's pretty devastating. The one thing that makes it so, eerie and kind of like a Twilight Zone type of feeling is that I predicted so much of everything that happened. I've been telling it for years that Aaron Boone is one of the worst managers, if not the worst manager in baseball. He shouldn't have got the job. If it wasn't for a home run he hit, in the ALCS to get us the World Series that we didn't win, mind you, he probably wouldn't even be the manager. And it's really unfortunate that we've had to be, us the Yankees have to go years and years. Well, first of all, shout out to the Houston Astros. This is a better team. Their bats have the better approach. They've even outpowered us as well. They beat us on our own game, as well as just made all the plays they had to make. You end up you sweep a team when you make all the plays you're supposed to make. That's what championship teams do, and they are the American League champions. So it is what it is. I say that for another video, but yeah, the New York Yankees, they beat themselves so many times, and again, it started with Aaron Boone, as well as Brian Cashman. Go back to the earlier videos that I made, the first videos I made during the season. What did I say? What are we doing adding Josh Donaldson and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa? We decide that that's going to be the moves we make to try to better our team from last year. Gio Urshela was a better player than Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson's bad as he can't get through the zone. He stinks. Every time he comes up, it's guaranteed he's out. I go make a sandwich. Josh Donaldson just came up in a big moment. I made a sandwich because I knew he wasn't getting a hit. And I made a sloppy Joe. Shout out to Manwich. I made a sloppy Joe. It's terrible. Josh Donaldson is a bad player. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Gleyber Torres, I'm gonna get to that later. But Gleyber Torres got countered with an error. That was Isaiah Kiner-Falefa's fault. As a second baseman, you're supposed to guard to make sure you get that out at second base no matter what. Of course, you want the transfer for the double play, but you got to get that out. You got to get that out. You know who would have made that play? Carlos Correa, Manny Machado. These are guys that would have made those plays, but they're not Yankees because Brian Cashman is penny pinching. There's no other way to put it. But except, again, he's not even penny pinching because he's stupid with the money. Because he's giving Josh Donaldson, a 35-year-old who was an MVP in 2017, giving him money. This guy's getting 2 years, $50 million from us. Josh Donaldson. That doesn't make any sense. A guy that gave us nothing. Every time he came up in a big position, nothing. Why was he still in the lineup? We could have had Peralta play third. Somebody else. Anyone else. This guy is terrible. And again, injuries don't matter. Injuries don't matter because, you got to play through them. Everyone's hurt. No one has a full staff. Aaron Boone is really bad. Let me go to the game. Could start out, Nestor Cortez looked great. Now we hit him early. Harrison Bader. Man. Brian Cashman, that might be the only, I have to give a shout out to Cashman on that one, simply because Harrison Bader just played phenomenal. We hit 12 home runs. As a team, he hit 5 of them. That's insane. In one of the videos, I said if we're going to trade him, he better be Reggie Jackson, giving up a starting pitcher for him. He played really as well as you could have wanted. The error in game 3, I mean, that definitely was tough. Do you blame Judge? Bad communication, who knows? But Harrison Bader, that was crazy. Nestor Cortez, he came up pushing well. This is what I come back to Aaron Boone being an idiot. How do you leave the announcer? And I apologize, I'm just such a flurry. I can't remember who was calling the game. He was even saying, man, Nestor Cortez doesn't look right. He's not throwing with his normal zip, not showing any of the pizzazz, not doing any of the leg work, not showing any of the leg work. You're you're going to leave him in to give up a 3-run home run? First time you ever gave up 2 walks in the inning all year, and you just leave him in. Doesn't matter, huh? What are you doing? Again, people that don't even watch, I'm sure the guy's not even watching Yankees baseball all year too closely. Nestor Cortez like that. And he can see that he wasn't right. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, his velocity was down. It was clear to anyone to see. He physically didn't look the same. It doesn't make sense. And then we bring Peralta in. He immediately gives up. I can't remember. Wrote some notes during the game because there was just too much going on. Oh, so then this guy, Aaron Boone, Wandy Peralta, who again he loves. We know he loves Wandy Peralta. You know there's a game and Wandy Peralta is gonna pitch. This guy had a pitch count. He got out of an inning, gracefully. He got out of an inning at his highest pitch total of any appearance during the season. For some reason, Aaron Boone decides to bring him back out to face Alvarez. That's not a good decision. Gives up a hit. Well, no. He ends up getting a double play or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I apologize. No flurry. But it's another questionable decision. Why do you leave this guy in past his limit? It doesn't make sense. Wandy Peralta, he's acting like he only has a couple guys. Dusty Baker, shout out to Dusty Baker, a real manager, a manager that's managing with his nutsack, managing with his heart, managing with not a computer. Again, I said it time and time again. If a manager is just gonna type in stuff on a computer and get out analytics, why don't I just hire the computer? Why don't I fire you and just keep the computer? I already paid for the computer. The computer's already paid for. I don't have to keep paying you. That doesn't make sense. Dusty Baker let a guy, Lance McCullers, who again has heard this in the past as well. He's a guy coming off an injury, pitched over 100, got to 100 pitches. Aaron Boone probably would have took him out after 70. Let him give it 4 runs, let him work through it like a real manager. That's what a real manager does. He looks at a guy's eye, looks in his eyes and say, what do you have? Can you give me more? Like his last game, Garrett Cole in a tough situation. He takes him out and doesn't even bring in our best reliever. Aaron Boone, man. It's just crazy. Like I said, I had to give a shout out to Dusty Baker on that one. Jonathan Loaizaga. You can't tell me this guy. Look, Jonathan Loaizaga look like he knows some people that know some people. All right, I don't want to say too much more than that. Jonathan Loaizaga look like he knows some people that know some people. But like I said, Harrison Bader, 3 hits tonight. It was impressive. Like I said, the way he was playing, it was really impressive. I didn't even know he was from New York. So shout out to Harrison Bader. I didn't even know he was from New York. So then they play with Altuve. Gets an infield hit. I believe he was out at home at first base. It was called. I believe that now. I do think it was fair for them not to overturn it, seeing as that they called it safe on the safe in real time. It has to be unconclusive. I thought I saw the spike come down first, but hey, it is what it is. And then the play that changed everything. The error with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa and Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres got the error. I really wish it could have been on both of them because they both didn't. Gleyber Torres threw it off the bag, but Isaiah Kiner-Falefa should have been in a better position to just secure the out and catch the ball. So I wish they both could have got out. Really. We bring in Clay Holmes. Excuse me. Brings in Clay Holmes, and then he gets Bregman gets us again. Killed us all series. Gets another RBI to go ahead, and so then Josh Donaldson on a play after that error, and it's already shaky. There's a ground out to him, and instead of just touching third base, He makes a hard play and throws it to first. I don't know what this guy's thinking. Josh Donaldson plays some bad baseball. Bad baseball. It's probably a prototypical. That's tape. Really, I would dub that tape and show the kids and show them what not to do, how not to succeed on the baseball field. I would show them what this man did for the New York Yankees, how not to show up for your team. That's what this guy showed. That's what he performed. Jeremy Pena made some great plays defensively, offensively. It's a guy looking like a star. Like I said, Astros just made every play they're supposed to make defensively. Even barring a couple errors they made, they always got out of it, whether with their bats or just, covering up. It does make us wonder, though. Clay Holmes comes in, even though he did give up the RBI to Bregman. What happens if, instead of electing not to put him in after not telling him he wasn't going to go in game 2 against the Guardians, if he comes in and gets a save there, who's this, and we, maybe we go on to sweep him. Maybe we're in a whole different situation in this series. Maybe everything is different. But now we just have to live with maybes. This guy needs to be fired tonight. I'll be honest with you. Aaron Boone, you need to be fired tonight. He shouldn't be able to go to sleep tonight, the New York Yankees manager. He shouldn't be able to go to sleep, put his head to a pillow, and wake up to a nice breakfast with his beautiful family as a manager of the New York Yankees. I hope he still has a beautiful family in that same breakfast with all the nutrition that he needs. But he shouldn't be employed by the New York Yankees. This guy's been cheating us for years. Go back, I've been documenting this. Listen, this is part of the reason why I haven't started making videos. Just so I can have it documented that I've been telling people for years. This guy, Aaron Boone, stinks. He's a terrible manager. He makes terrible decisions, knee-jerk reactions. We played 4 games, we had 3 different lineups. What is that? What is that? And when no one got hurt. It's one thing if you got guys come back from injuries, things like that. We got the same guys. You just mix and match with the same guys because you're not sure how to get the best out of them. That's pathetic. It's pathetic what you're doing. It's pathetic what you've done. Like I said, I don't know what more it's going to take. The Steinbrenners, the boss is rolling over in his grave. R.I.P. It's really ridiculous what's going on. Manny Machado should be a Yankee. Bryce Harper should be a Yankee. Carlos Correa, worst case, should be a Yankee. Instead, we got guys that can't play. So what are we going to do? I don't know what's next. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who's the big free agent. Oh, the guy that ended it all, Aaron Judge. He had a couple maybes, a couple close ones. In the great words of a great American poet, everybody knows. Almost doesn't count. It doesn't matter what you did in regular season, Aaron Judge. I'm not saying that I'm not sitting here saying I don't want to sign Aaron Judge. I'm not an idiot. All right. But to be a New York Yankee, to get it, you got to win the championship. You got to do it in the biggest stage. He played pathetic. Harrison Bader was a bigger threat than Aaron Judge. Astros fan right now, do me a favor, comment. Who are you more afraid of when it came up to bat? Harrison Bader or Aaron Judge? The stats say Aaron Judge. Men lie, women lie. The stats say Harrison Bader. I apologize. The stats say Harrison Bader. It's terrible. New York Yankees. I had to come up quick and it's tough. It's tough, but like I said, I knew. Go back and watch those videos. I said this. I never conceded that we were just gonna lose, but I knew that the issues that ended up making us lose, also barring with a team that just did everything right. These are the formulas to losing. I knew this was gonna be formulas to our ultimate demise. Granted, the Astros probably would have beat us anyway. Seeing how the way the flow of the games went, but getting swept, we helped them beat us. We helped them sweep us. We definitely should have. The talent gap isn't a sweep, but it is what it is. No one cares. A win is a win is a win. So whether we lost in 7, got swept, of course it's better fanfare. And then again, if I was a fan, I'd be screaming sweep too. I'd be swimming brooms. So I get it. It is what it is. Another year without a Yankees championship. It's very, very tragic. Like I said, I want Aaron Boone fired tonight. I want him going tonight. You know, Brian Cashman. Both of these guys can be gone tonight. Tonight. We don't need them. We can get guys off the street to do what they're doing. To make guys. Or listen, Matt Carpenter, no disrespect. This guy was on the street. He had a great summer. All right? How many rappers you know had a great summer? Plenty of them. People have great summers all the time. All right? There's strippers living off great summers. We know that. We've been there. Matt Carpenter was in big situations. This guy was on the street. That's the best player we could have put right there. And think about think about this. Garrett Cole pitched one time. Garrett Cole pitched one time. That is mind-blowing. Again, I don't understand this whole new age of... I thought the video went out. I don't understand this whole new age of, you know, you need 5 days and 5 days rest. Back in my day, you give a guy 3 rests, he's demanding a pitch. You gotta keep him. The police would have to arrest him and keep him off the mound. Now again, I don't know Garrett Cole. I wasn't behind the scenes. I don't know. But how on earth does he not pitch game 1? And if he doesn't pitch game 1, how on earth does he not pitch game 2? Best case scenario, he was going to pitch what? 3 and 5 and that's it? And then no matter what, he was going to pitch on short rest. So why not pitch him on short rest in the beginning? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that was a little friendly fire, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. These are decisions. I'm on my couch. I'm not getting paid by anybody. And I just came up with a better strategy to use Garrett Cole, or the highest paid player in baseball, pitcher at least, to get him at least. He had 1 start. This guy got 1 start. Think about that. That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. And Aaron Boone is getting paid. These guys are getting paid to make decisions like that. And again, I don't know if Garrett Cole, I don't know if he didn't want to pitch. We're going to find out later. But that's crazy to me that you're telling me from Saturday to Wednesday he couldn't play. That's it. Why not? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And the game ain't until 6:30. Hey, bro, that's 4 days. Listen, where I come from, that's 4 days. It's tough. I don't know who to blame. It doesn't matter now. Listen, I guess right now, when it comes to the Astros, Houston, we have a problem. It's terrible. Like I say, we're not. It's rain, sleet, snow, sunny. New York Yankees baseball. It's #1, but it's definitely tough. It's definitely tough. What's gonna happen? We're gonna run the same guy out there, Joe Girardi. We got him out of there, and it seems like it's the same story. Until we decide to get deep, rotation's #1. That's obvious. I mean, obviously we need more pitching. That's obvious. But until the New York Yankees decide that the regular season isn't enough, hitting home runs in the regular season isn't enough, and understand that you have to put good at-bats together. You have to put together a lineup of guys from 1 through 9 that can just get on base, that can get contact, that can hit when runners in scoring position, that can hit with 2 strikes, that can hit with 2 outs. Until we find guys like that, until we put a lineup like that. Yeah, DJ LeMahieu and Benintendi are 2 guys that would have helped in that category. They ain't here. They wasn't there. So who's the next guy? Matt Carpenter, a guy off the street. And no disrespect. Another year saying, wait till next year. It's tough. It's tough. But we're going to keep coming with the sports content. I'm definitely going to recap more, make more Yankees videos. Get more in depth of why Aaron Boone is just, should be arrested for malpractice. He really should be arrested. Forget being fired. He should be arrested. He shouldn't be allowed to be home. He should be escorted by NYPD out of the building. It's ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, what can you do? What can you do? We got some other sports content talking about the Giants coming up, Knicks season, stuff that the Yankees did this to me. Maybe they're getting sacrificed for the Giants. I don't know, but we shall see. Don't hold me like you don't know me. Send it to a buddy. YouTube, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, Twitch, Master Bruce CB, Instagram, Master Bruce. I appreciate you. Go Yankees.